Hi everybody, this is Coco. How y'all been? I do apologize for the delay in the new video being uploaded. There has been a bit of a delay. When I first announced the Kai project and the schedule for that actual project, that podcast, everything was, all my ducks were in a row. But, sometimes we can never actually, stick to a schedule. Sometimes things come up, things happen, life happens, and then here we are. So I'm sure everyone's heard about the coronavirus and this huge epidemic that has plagued our country. And for those who aren't in the country watching this video, there are other countries that are that have been affected. I do apologize for that, with the coronavirus. So you guys kind of know where I'm coming from here. This is just a video to let you guys know that later on this evening, I will be recording a video. Will be stating a lot of the facts, safety information. Because one thing that I have noticed, for those who know me, Kansas City streets are a little raggedy, so y'all gonna see a lot of bumping around and stuff. And for those who know me, they do know that I do DoorDash on the side. And what I've noticed during doing DoorDash right now, there are a lot of customers that request the no contact, which means they either want you to leave it on their porch or on a chair on their porch or something like that. And my problem with that is obviously very obvious. If in fact I decide, because I had a customer like that tonight, there was nowhere to set it. Like I don't feel comfortable leaving your food on the ground. This is your food. This is something that's going in your mouth. It's just unsanitary. Even if there is a box, it was a box of pizza. I didn't feel comfortable doing it because I wouldn't want to eat anything that I picked up off the ground, regardless of what it was sitting on. If there was just a piece, that's like a piece of paper separating your pizza from the ground. It's unsanitary. But refused to actually come out of the building, and I can't, I don't knock them for, trying to take some safety measures, you guys, but at some point, you guys, read a freaking pamphlet. If I had the coronavirus, let's just say that for instance, but I do not, keep that, we gonna make that very clear, not have the coronavirus, okay? But let's say I did have the coronavirus, just for the sake of the argument. If I had the coronavirus and here I am delivering your food and a box of pizza, and you tell me I want the no contact, I want you to set it on my porch or on my, on the concrete in front of my house, whatever. If my hands touch your actual pizza or your pizza box, that virus serves for up to 2 hours on on cardboard. So you come outside to come pick that box up and take it in your house. Well, you just exposed your entire family, including yourself. So folks, I think now, if there was ever a better time, now would be that time. That we need to further educate ourselves on how to protect ourselves, because these safety measures that I see people taking are just outrageous. It is uninformed. It is showing a lack of intelligence, a lack of research, and that's just me, that's just me being polite about it. You guys pick up a freaking pamphlet. My Jesus. I can't comprehend it. Back in the day we had the epidemic with HIV. You know, I mean, that's still an epidemic, but HIV, where people were undereducated about it, you know, things like that. And you would find folks that would walk up to someone they found out were, you know, HIV positive, and they'd be completely quarantined. You know, they'd be suited and booted, you know, they have on the face mask and all this kind of stuff, not realizing that the virus is not airborne. It's not airborne. You know, it has to be bodily fluids. You know what I'm saying? So even if I were to drink out of a glass that you drank out of, it is just no way that you could receive the HIV virus from that. It's not possible. You know, now more and more people are educated on HIV. They know when having sex to use condoms, things like that. I was actually just watching, and this is a little off subject. It's still on topic, but it's a little off subject. I was actually watching Eddie Griffin's very, very first one night stand. When I first seen that one night stand, I was all of 12 years, guys. I just remember feeling so completely embarrassed because my dad was sitting there, and some of the things Eddie Griffin was saying was just really sexually charged and explicit. And I just remember feeling so embarrassed because okay, so my dad is hella overprotective. I'm sure some of you females can relate. Thinking that if I touched a boy's hand, I would become pregnant. Okay, so don't laugh at me, you guys. But that's the truth. I thought if I held a boy's hand or kissed him, I'd be pregnant. Anyway, but this stand-up again last night, I actually found it. It took me a long time. That was one of my... He said something to the effect of when they first antivirus, he said there was he was like, yeah, I was, you know, doing something with a girl or whatever, and I remember seeing that. He was like, and they tell you, go on and cover it up, you know, use a condom, that kind of thing. And he said, well, my concern was cover up your you know, your manhood or whatever. He said, but what about your nuts? He was like, your what's a nicer word that your sack? We'll call it a sack because that's, you know, more unexplicit. He said, what about your sack? Your sack is smacking up against some wet dripping, you know what I mean? Y'all can finish that sentence. So I kind of thought of it myself, like, wait, maybe he's got a point, you know. Needless to say, it's bodily fluids to complete that subject as far as the HIV goes. As far as the coronavirus, come on, you guys. Some of the measures you guys are taking are just ill. I can't even speak right now. It's just uneducated, to say the least. You know, pick up a pamphlet, whatever it takes, so that you are properly educated about the virus, so that you can protect yourself. You know, this is I send you the voicemail. It just means give me a minute. Don't hang up and call right back. Obviously, I'm you're back. You know, these folks are crazy, y'all. But I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna end this until I'm able to actually go back, and I'm gonna make another video before the night's out, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna inform you guys of different measures you can take. I'm gonna better inform you of the virus itself, and it's gonna be other educational points that I'll be making as far as the coronavirus goes. So you guys tune in, you know, on my next video. Go ahead, like, share, you know, subscribe, share with your friends, that kind of thing, because I got a lot of educational points that I'm going to go ahead and hit for you guys, okay? And I will see you guys soon.